Namaskaram. Welcome to Analysis School. Today's topic for discussion is Insurgency and Northeast India. Insurgency has been quite a factor for instability in Northeast India, and in recent years, insurgency has reduced drastically. So, in this regard, we will discuss in this part 1 about Northeast India in general first. So, let's get started. This is the map of Northeast India. Northeast India consists of 8 states: Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya, Assam, and Sikkim. Here you can see that Sikkim is not in continuity with these 7 states. There is a landmass which is separating Sikkim from these 7 states. This is the landmass, and this landmass belongs to state of West Bengal. So these 7 states which exist in continuity with each other, and there is also commonness of culture. So these 7 states together are referred to as 7 sister states. On the other hand, Sikkim is being referred as brother of 7 sister. Now let's discuss about the border region. Here you can see in the map that this is the border. This is the border. This is border region. Here in north it's China. Here it is Bhutan. Here it's Bhutan, and here it's Myanmar, and here this is what? This is Bangladesh. So you can see that majority, actually 99% of the border region is actually what? It's international border. Here it's international border with China. Here it is international border with Myanmar. It is international border with Bangladesh. It's international border with Bhutan. It is international border here with Nepal. Again China. Here Bhutan. So 99% border is actually international border. Let's move forward. Here you can see that this is full map of India. So if we want to make a guess that how much could be the geographical area of northeast region, then if we cut India, this map of India parallelly, if we cut the map of India parallelly, then we can make a guesswork. This could be nearly what? 8 to 10% of total geographical area of country. So let's say this is 8 to 10% of country's total geographical area. Okay. Now have a look on map which is on the right hand side. Here you can see that this brownish area is represented as mountainous area. Here you can see that it's Dafla Hills, Naga Hills, Mizo Hills, and 3 famous hills of Meghalaya, which are Garo, Khasi, Jaintia Hills. So what can you say about this northeast region? The terrain is what? Mostly it's what? Mostly it is hilly terrain. Okay, so terrain is hilly. Okay, now you can see that there are so many rivers passing through northeast India. This is the Brahmaputra, and Brahmaputra is responsible for flooding it is responsible for flooding every year in northeast India. So it's here river, this is Tista river, and there are so many rivers passing through. Why? It's because it's hilly area, so there are so many rivers passing. So the terrain is what? It's also floodplain. It's floodplain. Okay, terrain is hilly and floodplain. Now you know that both of these terrain, hilly terrain and floodplain terrain, both of these terrain are not habitable. So the most of area habitable? No. Most of northeast region is what? It's not habitable. You can see here this area is not habitable. Why? Because it is having hilly terrain. Okay, now let's move forward. Now see, since such terrain are not suitable, these hilly terrains are not suitable for habitation, so there could be some nuclear settlements. So such terrain are suitable for nuclear settlements. Okay, nuclear settlement and not for the mass settlements. Okay, since mass settlement is not possible, so urbanization, big no. Level of urbanization is big no. Okay, so the population is what predominantly? It's rural population. People lives in rural areas. Okay, now you can see that in this map, which is on the right hand side, this area seems habitable. This green area seems quite habitable, and this area is habitable because it looks like, okay, so this area is habitable and this area belongs to state of Assam. And we just saw that in the hilly terrain, population living there is not possible. So more than 70%, actually more than 70% of population of northeast India lives in Assam, and the total population of the northeast of India is actually 4% of country's total population. So the total population of northeast India is 4% of country's total population, while the land mass of northeast India is 10% of country's total geographical area. So in comparison to the geographical area, population is very less, and population is predominantly rural population. Why? Because mass settlement is not possible in the hilly areas. So urbanization is not possible. Okay, urbanization has not happened here. Now you can see that the area is also hilly and there is so much of floodplain over there, so investment has been very much low and urbanization has not happened. So the industrialization is also no, industrialization has also not happened. So people living there is dependent on what? There is high dependence on what? Agriculture. People highly dependent on agriculture. Okay, so let's move forward. Here you can see that there are different women's, one from Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Sikkim. These women from each state are wearing different attire. This tells us what? This tells us the diversity in Northeast India. So diversity of what? Diversity of culture. Now, diversity of language. They speak different languages. Diversity of what? Ethnicity. They belong to different ethnic groups. So they have different culture, different language, so their traditions are also different. So diversity of tradition. So there is a huge diversity. Okay, so society is very much diverse. Okay, so in the next picture you can see that here some people are engaged in agricultural activities. This picture is actually terrace farming. Terrace farming is method of agriculture. Terrace farming is a method of farming in which the hilly terrain is used for agriculture. You can see that this area seems hilly. So in the terrace farming there is this one step, then this is second, then third, then fourth, then fifth. It's like steps. So this is terrace farming, one terrace over another. Okay, and there is also slash and burn agriculture. Since Northeast India hosts many of the dense forests of India, and people there for the agriculture purpose just cut down the tree, burn down the tree, and then use the land, and for some time they use it for agriculture and then leave it and then move forward, and then again slash and burn and then leave it and then again move forward. This is the method of agriculture adopted in Northeast India. Here you can see that this is a picture of forests. Forests. Okay, here you can see it's riverine plain, flood plains, rivers. Okay, Here it is mountainous area, mountains. This is wildlife. So we can say that the northeast India is what? Rich in what? Natural resources. It's rich in natural resources. Northeast India is rich in natural resources. Okay, so let's revise it once again. We just now saw that Northeast India consists of 8 states, and it covers 8% of country's total geographical area, and but the population living there is just 4% of country's total population. And out of this 4%, I mean the majority of the population of Northeast lives in where? It lives in Assam. 70% of the population of Northeast lives in Assam. And Mizoram is a state with highest scheduled tribes population. Okay, and we just saw that 99% of the border region is actually international border, and the countries which are touching are Bangladesh, China, Nepal, Bhutan, and Myanmar. We also saw that there is lack of urbanization. Mass settlements are not possible because of the hilly terrain and the floodplains. So majority of the population is what? Rural population. So population is predominantly rural. Okay, and you can see here terrain is hilly of northeast region except Assam. So in Assam, majority of the population of northeast lives there. And the area is also rich in natural resources, many rivers passing through it. Very many dense forests are there. Wildlife, mountainous region, mountains are very much rich in many minerals. Okay, and there was a place Cherrapunji which used to receive highest rainfall in the country, and that place was in northeast India. But right now it's Mausinram, which is also in northeast India, which receives highest rainfall in the country. And there is huge diversity of the culture. We just saw different women wearing different attire. This picture tells us that there is huge diversity of culture, tradition, ethnicity, language. And there is high dependence on agriculture being slash and burn. Terrace farming is the method of farming. And there is lack of industrialization because mass settlements has not been possible there, and the terrain also doesn't support industrialization over there. So there is high rate of unemployment because there is huge dependence on agriculture. And if we talk about the literacy rate, then in most of the states it is very good compared to the national average. But the quality of the education, if we talk about the quality of the education, it is a factor of concern. So this was about northeast India. This was very general discussion, and all these points discussed here will help us make a answer for insurgency existing in northeast India, that we will discuss in upcoming parts. Thank you so much.